This is my first entry in the October writing vlog, and I kind of wanted to let you know what you'll kind of see in this vlog. What my focus for October is definitely 100,000% start preparing for NaNoWRIMO. Really want to kind of show you guys how I'm prepping this year, because the way I'm prepping is a little bit differently than how I've done it the past 2 years. Based on last month's vlog, you'll see that I am kind of doing my outline a little bit differently. I bought a poster board and some post-it notes, and I'm going to be plotting out my scenes that way. I'm still going to write chronologically. I am a very chronological writer. I like things to develop and happen naturally, and I feel like, for me at least, it's too chopped up if I go from scene to scene. I can't do it that way. My brain won't allow me to. Right now, I do have different scenes all over the place, and I have to get it in that cohesive line. Another thing that you'll see is, obviously you guys know my apartment had a glow up. I moved out and I got a way cooler place to live in. I also live by myself, so I do have a 2-bedroom, and one of my bedrooms I turned into my office. I don't have any wall space left in this room because I have a tapestry here. I have not that much, and then my bookcases take up the other side of my wall. What I'm doing is that I'm actually going to be using my closet for my plotting board. I can't wait to show you guys what it's going to look like, so that's probably going to be at the end of the month when it's almost complete. I'm excited and nervous and very overwhelmed and very underprepared, I feel like, for Nano, and it's only the 5th of October, so I guess we'll see. We'll see how this month goes. I am starting to freak out about NaNoWRIMO. Like, I'm just getting so anxious, and I want to win so bad this year. However, I'm getting really stressed out about it. I don't think I'll be prepared enough. Tonight I am sitting here in my office, did some research, more in-depth research of what I was kind of looking for. I also made a classical music kind of type of playlist because that's productive. I also have now 20 post-it notes on my plot board. However, I feel like I still don't know what the story is. I know I have a very distinct beginning, and I have a pretty good idea of how it's going to end, but everything in the middle, I have no idea. My top row, pretty much know how the beginning sequence of events are. Today is October 31st. It is the night before NaNoWRIMO starts. I am still behind on preparing, of course. I did want to show you guys what my, you can kind of see it in the background here, kind of what my plot board looks like. I'm really excited with how it turned out. It's getting kind of dark, so I'm going to turn on my lights real quick so you could probably see it better. So I had a lot of great plotting sessions recently, and I'm still having a lot of great plotting sessions as well. Right now I'm struggling with the fact that my story can kind of take 2 different directions up to a certain point in the book, or like the backstory. I have 2 different backstories kind of planned, and both of them really affect the plot, and it can go in different directions. So that's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. Don't want to show you guys too much of my plot board just because of a lot of spoilers and a lot of ideas on this. This is what it looks like far away. So what I have up here is an aesthetics kind of section of my plot board. So what I have here is just pictures that really inspire me for my setting. And I know I've talked about how, like, the Industrial Revolution was a huge inspiration for me, so I have a lot of pictures of, like, the Industrial Revolution. I've also recently decided to kind of look into Babylonian myths and settings, and Babylon has always really interested me. So I do have a couple pictures of Babylon as well, and that's kind of like the main inspiration for the fantasy part of the book that I'm in, the magic part that I'm thinking of my series. So then down here I just have Industrial Revolution facts and important things like jobs and like the class system and like transportation and everything like that. That's kind of where I put down there for my own research. I also have Babylon facts, so I'll have like the afterlife, I have different gods. These are kind of like their main gods that I printed out and highlighted and stuff, and then just some general facts that I've been writing down for that. I haven't completed it yet, but I do have 4 point of views, and they're like my main 4, so that's why I named them the core 4, and like those are just my character names. I don't care if you guys know the character names. So I have Rami, Pen, and those 2 are the sisters, and then Luca is their best friend from their childhood, and then Dove is short for Dovany, and that's a guy's name. I know, it's kind of weird, but I really like it, and he is kind of like the stranger. And of course, I have my plot outline here. I also have family trees up here. I have 7 really important families that are involved in kind of like this conspiracy of sorts, and I had to map out every single child from every single relationship and family, and it was like, it took me over 2 hours to do this. These are families that I know will be mentioned, so I want to know who these families are before I start writing. Also have my like to-do list over here, kind of keeping up here for like the last week, and I've only completed 4 out of the 11, so we'll see what I do for the rest of the night.